Hello, and welcome back to Learn English with Bible Sparkle. I'm your host, Maya.
And I'm Jake. It's so great to have you with us today.
We are so excited about today's episode because we're diving into one of the most famous and important texts in all of religious history, the Ten Commandments from the book of Exodus, chapter 20.
Now, whether you're religious or not, this passage is absolutely fascinating from a language learning perspective. It's a treasure trove of direct commands, which makes it perfect for learning a crucial grammar structure.
Exactly. Today we're focusing on what we call the imperative verb. This is the language of commands, instructions, and requests. You use it every single day without even thinking about it.
Stop at the red light. Please pass the salt. Don't forget your keys. All of these are imperative verbs.
And by the end of this episode, you'll be able to confidently give commands and understand instructions in English. So get comfortable, grab your notebook, and let's get started. Before we read the passage, let me give you a little context. The Ten Commandments appear in the book of Exodus, which tells the story of Moses leading the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt.
And from a language perspective, they're written as direct, clear commands. No flowery language, no complicated grammar, just straightforward instructions.
Which makes them perfect for our lesson today. So let's dive in and read them. We'll be reading from the New International Version, or NIV, which uses modern, clear English. Jake, would you start us off?
Absolutely. This is Exodus 20, verses 3 and 4. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below.
Notice how direct that is. You shall have no other gods. That's a command. Now, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy.
Here's another one. Remember is the key verb there. It's telling you to do something specific. Now, verse 12. Honor your father and your mother, so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you.
Beautiful. Honor is our imperative verb. And now we come to what many consider the heart of the commandments, verses 13 through 16. These are short, powerful, and crystal clear.
You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor.
Did you hear how each one started with, you shall not murder? That's the formal, traditional way of expressing a negative command in religious texts.
Right. In everyday modern English, we'd simply say, do not murder, or even shorter, don't steal. But the meaning is exactly the same.
Now let's break down some key vocabulary from this passage. We've chosen 3 important words that you'll definitely encounter in everyday English. Jake, take us through the first one.
Our first word is honor, H-O-N-O-R. It's a verb, and it means to regard someone or something with great respect or to show them high esteem.
In the commandment, we read, honor your father and your mother. This means to treat them with respect, to value them, to show them you appreciate what they do.
Let me give you some new example sentences. First one, we honor the best student with an award at the end of the year.
Good one. Here's another. Please honor your promise to help me move this weekend. In this case, it means to keep your word, to follow through on what you said you'd do.
You can also use honor as a noun, like it's an honor to meet you, but today we're focusing on the verb form.
Perfect. Now, let's look at our second word, testimony. T-E-S-T-I-M-O-N-Y. This is a noun.
A testimony is a formal statement about what you know or what you witnessed,
usually given in a court of law or in an official setting.
In the commandment, it says, "Do not give false testimony against your neighbor." That means don't lie about what someone did. Don't make up stories that could get them in trouble.
Just example sentence, the witness gave his testimony to the police about what he saw at the crime scene.
Here's another way to use it. Her good character is a testimony to how well her parents raised her. In this case, it means evidence or proof of something.
So testimony can be a statement you make, or it can be evidence that proves something. Great word.
And finally, our third word, steal. S-T-E-A-L. This is a verb, and I think most of you know this one.
To steal means to take something that belongs to someone else without their permission. It's taking something that isn't yours.
The commandment simply says, "You shall not steal." Very straightforward.
Example, if you leave your bag on the beach and walk away, someone might steal it.
That's called shoplifting, which is a form of stealing.
Quick note on pronunciation, be careful not to confuse steal with steel, S-T-E-E-L, which is the metal. They sound the same, but are spelled differently.
Great point, Jake. Okay, those are our three vocabulary words: honor, testimony, and steal.
Now we come to the heart of today's lesson, the imperative verb. This is one of the most useful grammar structures in English.
And here's the good news. It's actually one of the easiest to form. The imperative is used to give direct commands, instructions, requests, or even suggestions.
Let's break it down step by step. First, positive commands. Maya, explain how we make those.
To make a positive imperative command, you simply use the base form of the verb with no subject pronoun. You don't say you at the beginning. The listener is always understood to be you.
For example, from our passage, honor your father and your mother. The verb is honor, and it's in its base form. We don't say, you honor your father and your mother.
Right. We just say, honor. Let me give you more examples. Listen to the teacher. Open your book to page 47. Sit down, please. Close the door.
See how simple that is? Base form of the verb, no subject. Just the action you want someone to do.
Now, what about negative commands? Jake, take us through those.
For negative imperatives, also called prohibitions, you use do not, or the contraction don't, followed by the base form of the verb.
From our passage, you shall not steal. In modern everyday English, we'd say do not steal or simply don't steal.
More examples. Do not talk in the library. Don't forget your homework. Do not touch that hot stove. Don't run near the pool.
Notice that even in negative commands, we still use the base form of the verb, not don't stealing or don't steals, just don't steal.
Now let's talk about tone. The imperative can sound quite direct or even rude if you're not careful, but there are ways to soften it.
Absolutely. You can add please to make it more polite. Compare these. Close the door. Direct could sound rude. Please close the door. Polite, friendly.
You can also use could you or would you to make it even gentler. Could you please close the door? Would you mind closing the door?
But those aren't technically imperatives anymore. They're polite requests. Still super useful, though.
Let me give you some common situations where you'll hear imperative verbs. Recipes. Mix the flour and sugar. Bake for 30 minutes. Directions. Turn left at the traffic light. Walk 2 blocks. Safety warnings. Don't touch. Watch out. Be careful. Classroom instructions. Open your books. Write your name on the paper.
And of course, commands to friends or family. Call me later. Don't forget to text me. Have a great day.
One more thing. You can also use imperatives to give encouragement or make suggestions. Have a wonderful trip. Enjoy your meal. Get some rest.
So the imperative isn't always bossy or commanding. It depends on your tone and context.
Let's take a quick cultural detour. In English-speaking cultures, especially in North America and the UK, we tend to soften our imperatives a lot.
That's true. Direct commands can sometimes feel too strong or impolite, especially when speaking to strangers, bosses, or people older than you.
So instead of saying, "Give me that report," your boss might say, "Could you give me that report when you have a chance?"
But with close friends or family, direct imperatives are totally normal. Pass the salt. Turn up the music. Give me a hug.
And of course, in emergencies, we use direct imperatives. "Call 911. Stop the car. Help me."
So, context matters. Pay attention to how native speakers use imperatives in different situations. All right, it's time to practice. We're going to give you some situations, and you need to create an imperative command.
Don't worry, we'll do the first one together, and then we'll give you time to think about the others. If you're listening on a walk or in the car, just say your answers out loud. If you're at home, write them down.
Here's situation number 1. Your friend is driving too fast on the highway. You're nervous. Give them a negative command to slow down.
So we need a negative imperative. I would say, "Don't drive so fast," or "Do not speed."
Perfect. You could also say, slow down. That's a positive imperative telling them what to do instead.
Great point. Okay, now it's your turn. Here's situation number 2. Your room is very messy. Your clothes are everywhere, and there are dishes on the floor. Give yourself a positive command.
What did you come up with? Here are some possible answers. Clean your room. Pick up those clothes. Tidy up this mess.
Nice. All of those work. Situation number 3. You're in a library studying, and your friend keeps talking loudly on their phone. Give them a negative command.
Here are some options. Don't talk so loud. Don't use your phone in here. Stop talking. Or more politely, please be quiet.
Excellent. Let's do a few more quick ones. Just shout out your answers or write them down.
Situation 4. Your little brother is about to touch a hot pot on the stove. Quick!
Don't touch that. Stop. Be careful.
Situation 5. Your friend looks sad. You want to help. Give them a positive command.
Tell me what's wrong. Talk to me. Don't keep it inside. Share with me.
Situation 6. You're giving directions to someone who's lost. They need to turn right at the next street.
Turn right at the next street. Go straight and then turn right.
Fantastic practice, everyone. You're really getting the hang of this.
Let's talk about where you'll actually use imperative verbs in real life. Jake, where do you use them most?
Honestly, all the time. When I'm cooking, I follow recipe imperatives. Chopped the onions, heat the oil, stir frequently.
Yes, recipes are full of imperatives. What else?
At work, my boss gives me imperatives. Send me that file, review this document, call the client.
And I use them constantly with my kids. Brush your teeth, do your homework, don't forget your lunch.
Exercise videos are another great place to hear imperatives. Lift your arms, bend your knees. Don't give up. Keep going.
Oh, and GPS directions. Turn left in 500 feet. Take the next exit. Continue straight.
So you see, imperatives are everywhere in daily English. Once you start noticing them, you'll hear them constantly.
And now that you know how to form them, you can start using them confidently yourself.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about some common mistakes learners make with imperatives.
Mistake number 1, adding a subject. Students sometimes say, "You close the door," when they mean to give a command.
Right. Remember, no subject with imperatives. Just say, close the door.
Mistake number 2, wrong verb form for negatives. Some students say, "not close the door," or "don't to close the door."
The correct form is don't close the door or do not close the door. Use do not or don't plus the base verb.
Mistake number 3, forgetting that imperatives can be polite. Some students think all imperatives are rude, so they never use them.
But remember, adding please makes it perfectly polite. Please sit down. Please help me. Please don't worry.
Mistake number 4, using the wrong verb form. The imperative always uses the base form, not past tense, not ing form.
So it's go to the store, not went to the store or going to the store.
Great! Those are the main mistakes to avoid.
Wow, we covered a lot today. Let's quickly review what we learned.
We read from the 10 Commandments in Exodus 20, which gave us perfect examples of imperative verbs, direct commands.
We learned 3 vocabulary words: honor, testimony, and steal.
And we mastered the imperative verb form. For positive commands, use the base form of the verb with no subject.
For negative commands, use do not or don't plus the base form of the verb.
Add please to make your imperatives more polite, and remember that tone and context matter.
This is such a practical grammar point. You'll use it every single day.
If you enjoyed this episode, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment telling us one imperative command you use often in your daily life.
And here's a challenge. For the rest of today, pay attention to every imperative you hear or read. I bet you'll be surprised how common they are.
Subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode. We release new lessons every week, each one using fascinating text to teach you practical English. Thank you so much for learning with us today. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep using those imperatives.
Until next time, keep shining with Bible Sparkle. This is Jake.
And Maya saying goodbye for now. Happy learning.